That's a little wild. That's
I was like, yo.
That's wild. That is wild. Welcome. Episode 70 of Blerd Talk. 70 episodes in. Yeah. Before we get started today, y'all, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. But I want y'all to hear this. This came from Instagram. The hacking is out of control. The spam mail is out of control. I'm gonna read this to you, Jay. This is what I got from Instagram. Well, not got from Instagram. Some spammer sent it to me on the gram. I'm gonna read it to you. Here you go. Let me see if I can find it. Oh man, now I can't find it. Oh, that sucks. Oh man, I had it lined up too. I really wanted you to. I really wanted y'all to see this. This shit was funny. Oh Lord. I may have found it. Oh, the gram. Was it on the gram? Man, fuck it. I can't even find it. My life is in shambles. I can't even find it. But basically, it was spam talking about this girl was like, "Oh, I love y'all podcast. It makes me want to suck on something. Why won't you meet me? Why won't you download the WhatsApp app and we can meet at the hotel?" I'm like, so you know what I did? Sheesh, let me tell her. I said, sheesh, let me hit her up. No, I'm just fucking with y'all. I didn't do that. But it was funny. Or did I? But it was pretty funny. I was laughing like a mug. Okay, so y'all, we got a couple things to get in today. But Jason, first thing we got to get in, pause, is there was a trailer for the new Star Wars show, Jedi Acolytes. And for those of you who don't know, Jedi Acolytes takes place 100 years before the Phantom Menace.
Okay. I did not know.
Yes. Why? Why? I truly want to know, what do I care what was going on before the Phantom Menace? So apparently it looks like they're all Padawans. Carrie Ann Moss, who you don't know, she was Trinity in the Matrix. That's the only reason why I kind of want to see it.
She need to do this movie because after that last movie, you need to wipe that off. I mean,
when she was in
the last Matrix movie.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Get that dirt off.
That one was
don't
bad.
Get me wrong. Star Wars is not in the best place right now.
It's not.
But it's better than that Matrix movie.
Yeah. That Matrix one. We don't even count that. That last one. That one was.
Sorry to interrupt. Didn't mean to put people through PTSD.
Yeah. Man, that movie was wild. And that movie was terrible. I mean, terrible. Oh my gosh. But anyway. My point is, you and I have stressed on this show plenty of times how Star Wars is just becoming some random shit now. And it's truly, for all y'all Star Wars fans out there, and I'm a Star Wars head, it's out of control. It's out of control at this point. Now, Disney is just seeing moneymaker, and now they're just not even giving a shit. Like, they're not even giving a damn.
Bruh, I tell you this. I saw the trailer on Twitter. The same face I'm making right now is the same face I made after watching the trailer. I was just like, oh, okay. Madden just came out. NBA 2K just came out. Okay. Another Star Wars show.
I'm literally sitting here, but why would anyone care? What is going to make us care 100 years before the Phantom Menace? What? That doesn't make any sense. So I guess they're going to lead up to finding Anakin. That's the best thing I can think about that they're going to do.
100 years before.
Exactly. Before, because they found Anakin. If they're supposed to take place the Phantom Menace is where they actually Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan, get Anakin.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
It's 100 years before.
It's supposed to be 100 years before. I'm pretty sure they're going to say, and when I say 100 years, they're probably going to mention somewhere along the line that let me know if that works now, Ming, when he starts talking again. I'm pretty sure they're gonna talk about Obi-Wan. It's hard to say because, like you say, it's 100 years, but
Yeah, that's what
it's I don't know how they're gonna mention something about the one, somebody being the one, and coming to bring balance to the Force, and that person is supposed to be Anakin.
I literally have no thoughts here because it's just like I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I'm a little shot at that because I was like,
I'll watch it for the sake of the show.
I'm gonna watch it for the sake of the show, but
just talk about it.
I am truly getting so disappointed in Star Wars, man. It's truly hurting me. Like, it's truly hurting me. Like, don't get me wrong, Ahsoka was kind of something different, but it's kind of like, okay, a show about all Padawans, but what are we actually going? What is this show going to be about? It's kind of hard to. I just don't know why they just don't start brand new. Why everything got to take place like before The Force Awakens? Why can't something take place now? You know, why can't we have a show that takes place right after the last Star Wars movie so we can move on?
I think they need to milk it, man. But that cow,
they definitely need to milk it.
That cow gone.
They definitely need to milk it because I'm sitting here like, why?
Somebody has the young lady that is in charge of the Star Wars franchise, based on her conversations. Clearly, she's not going to go in that direction at all. But somebody needs to go in there and say, I'm doing a Star Wars movie, and it has nothing to do with the galaxy far away.
Yep.
It's going to be about new characters in another galaxy far, far away.
Yeah.
And I just think they hanging on the and all that, man. They're hanging on to the culture of it. They're hanging on.
It's really killing me. It's really killing me, bro. Like,
killing me too.
Oh man, like Star Wars is just at this point, I don't want to see anything Star Wars for at least 2 years straight. At least 2.
What's the young lady's name? I don't even remember her name. She's the new generation's Luke Skywalker. What's her name again? Ren?
The girl, yes, the girl with who, when she said her last name was Skywalker. I forget her name.
A, you see how you just can't remember her name. That's
exactly.
B, her movie that's coming out that's post, the recent trilogy. I wouldn't bet on it because as long as you got money, you can make whatever you want.
You can make whatever you want.
But
people are going to see it.
If that movie tanks or bombs, that should be a wake up call.
Yeah.
But it probably won't be. Because it's probably going to get $100 million. It's probably going to get $100 million just off word of mouth.
And I'm not going to lie to you, because if you was to ask me, are you going to go see Star Wars? I'd be like, fuck
exactly.
no. Then I'd be like, no, I'm going to go see it. I'm going to go see it. I'm going to go see it.
They're going to make that $100 million off the people that got to see it first.
Yep.
And then after that, people going to say it sucked. Not literally going to say it. People going to walk away and say it sucked. And then the ticket price is going right after that.
Pretty much.
But that's enough to validate making another one.
Man.
Look at Venom.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started on goddamn Venom. Don't get me started. Oh my God. Fucking Venom. So I got some DC news this week. Oh, it's funny. I think the thing just went out, but it looks like it's back. Okay, so I got some news this week. Joker. They say Joker 2 has started screen tests, supposedly. Don't know if that's confirmed.
I don't know how I feel about that.
That's what I was about to get into. They said they were singing.
Yeah, it's a musical. Lady Gaga.
I'm out. I'm not watching the Joker 2. I'm out. You know how I feel about musicals. If the Joker 2, when they said the Joker 2 where they were singing, I was like, singing? I'm out. I'm not watching the Joker. I'm not watching the Joker 2. Not doing it.
I'm going to go see it.
I'm not going to see it, Jay.
But in my personal opinion, by making Joker, especially after the first one, a musical, either people really gonna like it or they really not. I don't think it's gonna be a middle ground. That's
No,
what
it's
I'm telling
not.
you. I could be wrong. I
No,
don't think
you're
it's gonna
right.
be a middle ground.
You're right.
Either you really gonna like that joke or you gonna think it
Right.
is horrible.
You're right. I'm not going to lie to you. I was like, but the screen tests from this isn't confirmed, but they're saying that the screen tests have been good. But people said that too about Batman versus Superman, and look how that turned out. So I don't want to hear that. Like, so I'm curious to see how that goes.
I'm curious to see who's he battling? Who's his hero that he's battling? Because I know it's weird to say that backwards, right? Like, who's the hero of
Right,
the movie
I'm a little iffy about that, but I for one am going to tell you I'm waiting till that comes on TV. I am not going to go see it. In fact, if you tell me it's like 85% singing, I'm not going. I'm
gonna check it out.
I know you're going to check it out. Let me know, and then I will go based on your decision. Because if I get in there and that music starts taking off, I'm gonna be like, man, I'm gonna be done. Teen Titans movie.
Ain't that a bit too soon?
I don't know because
I mean, well, they only announced that they're working on it.
They're working on it. They're working on it.
But
I kind of enjoy that. I would like to see a Teen Titans movie. I would.
Me too. I'm a little scared. I'm scared.
The lineup would have to be like perfect. The lineup would, of course, it would have to be. But see, that's a hard place to kick off too, because I was going to say I want Damian to be there and Nightwing to be there, but then you're kind of skipping and just putting Nightwing, and you can't have Damian. You can have Damian in there, but people need to know who Nightwing is, because I don't think a lot of people besides nerds know who Nightwing is. They just know he used to be Robin. That's it.
Do we assume, and this is pending dates because I don't know when's falling when, would the Batman Brave and the Bold be able to fill that gap for Teen Titans? Because we will have our Damian Waynes and even Batman, they can introduce whoever Nightwing is supposed to be.
Okay, so here's my issue with that. Here's my issue with that. I don't think you can start off Batman and Robin and have Damian be the main Robin, because
that's what they about to do.
I know that's what they're doing with the Brave and Bold, which sucks. And that's why I had a problem with it, because why would you start? Okay, let's be real. We all know that, don't get me wrong, Damian Wayne is probably the best Robin because he's nice with it. But Dick Grayson sets the tone for Robin.
I like Grayson better, but I ain't mad at
you know what I'm saying? Like, I only like Damian because he's an asshole. That's the only reason I like Damian, because he's an ass. Don't get me wrong. I think Dick Grayson has the all arounds of a great Robin. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't let his anger get the best of him. He's basically like Bruce. You know what I'm saying? Where Damian is the complete opposite. He's like, man, F you, Dad. I don't need you. You know, he even went hands on with his father and whipped his ass. Damian is nice with it. Where Dick would never do that. He would be like, okay, Bats, I'm parting ways. But both of their stories are very important. Like, Dick Grayson's parents dying, Batman taking him under his wing, and then him branching out on his own, that's important. Damian's story is just as important. Son of him and Talia al Ghul. You know what I'm saying? She's like, hey, you got a son. Bruce is like, whoa, I'm the baby pappy. Like, so, and
with that League of Assassins training.
With that League of Assassins training. So Damian is a good spot, but it's so weird having. It's so weird, and I do know the Brave and the Bold Batman is going to start off with Damian, but I don't think a lot of people know his background, and they would really have to go, oh, because honestly, there's a whole bunch of Robins. Dick Grayson, Tim Drake, Carrie Kelly, Damian Wayne. I thought the Huntress may have had one with Todd. Oh, damn! Jason Todd! I forgot about Jason Todd.
I don't think nobody knows. Well, comic book fans aside, casual fans don't know no other past Dick Grayson.
That's more than likely true. More than likely true.
funny joke. Even in the Batman animated series later, I bet you when people were watching it, seeing Tim with the staff, they probably still thought that was Dick Grayson.
Oh, like, look at Dick Grayson. And all the people who watch comics like, no, that's not Dick Grayson. Like, oh.
That's Tim. They probably still thought that was Dick
They
Grayson.
probably do. So
They made him a kid again?
Right.
Like,
Oh, well, he's
made him a
great,
kid?
man. Oh, my God. And dude, I guarantee that most people, if he doesn't, like, yeah, they call him Dick in the show, but I guarantee a lot of people who watch Nightwing don't know that he was Robin unless he actually says it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You probably gonna get flashbacks. You probably gonna. I think they.
That's what they're gonna do.
To me, it seems like when they say it's gonna be more about Damien, it's pretty much gonna be like whoever's casted as Batman, they're gonna be like, all right, you know what it is, Batman. He's already here. He got the cape and cowl. It probably might kick off with Talia dropping Damien
right at the door. Alfred opened the door. I can see it now. Alfred opened the door, be like, "Madam," and then Damien come up behind me like, "What's good, my boy?" Whoa, who are you? Who are you?
Yep. Are you my dad?
Are you my dad? Did you see that they threw out some set photos for Beetlejuice?
I saw Michael Keaton. That's the only one I saw. I saw Michael Keaton. He's still doing the.
I'm excited.
Oh, and I did see. Oh, why am I blanking on what's her face? Not Wednesday.
Oh, I thought she was gonna say Wednesday. That's what I thought she was gonna say.
Her too. Ortega and I should know her name, bro.
Don't ask me. You know I'm terrible.
You know who I'm talking about? The original. She was on the original.
Christina. I mean, not Christina Ricci.
No, it's not Christina Ricci.
No. God damn it.
I feel so bad. I know. If I Google it, I'm leaving the stream. If I Google her name, I'm leaving the stream. That's why I'm not even gonna Google it.
What is her name?
I should know her name. I feel so bad. I apologize. I'm so ashamed.
Oh my God! I'm drawing a straight blank.
Me too. And I got Ortega's name first before I even get her. She's
my
iconic.
God. Oh my God! Oh my God!
I'm gonna fall on the sword, and once I say her name, let's just be angry together.
What is her name? So many movies.
Winona Ryder.
Winona Ryder. Oh my God! No, wait. Are we getting them mixed up?
It is Winona. Winona's in this movie.
Right. Oh my God! I can't believe I just drew a blank like that.
Yeah, she's older, and Ortega's her daughter.
Right.
Yeah,
oh my God!
Ryder.
I can't believe I just did that.
Aliens Resurrection.
Don't even get me started.
With the baby alien.
You know, since we're already on that bullshit right now, for those of you who don't know, Alien is getting, I don't want to say made again, but it's called Alien Romulus, right?
Correct.
First of all, we got to talk about some things. Stop making remakes, Hollywood. Stop it. You did try to save us, Javon. Stop making. So I watched the trailer for The Crow.
Thank you, Javon.
You know they're remaking The Crow. And
I posted the trailer.
Oh my God. Bro. Y'all can't see it, but I literally have a Crow poster. I wish I could rotate my camera, but I don't want y'all to see the junk behind my thing. I have a Crow poster right here. Brandon Lee, Believe in Angels. It's The Crow. The Crow is very dear to my heart. And they're remaking the goddamn Crow.
For all who don't know, just like Goof Troop, just like Goofy Movie, The Crow is another scripture in Josh's Bible. And I ain't gonna lie, it sort of is for mine too.
And on the third day, the Crow rose.
I'll be lying if I say I don't judge a movie by a trailer, but I kind of do in certain cases.
Okay, so go ahead, Jay.
Here's my knock on the Crow trailer.
Before you get to the Crow, save that because I really wanted to, because I know how I felt when I saw the Alien trailer. So this is
let's stick with the Alien. Okay, all right, let's stick with the Alien.
So you got Alien, you got Aliens, you have Alien Resurrection,
Was Alien 3 Alien Resurrection?
I think
I
that
thought
was
Alien 3. Alien 3 was Charles S. Dutton. He was locked into prison.
Yes. when Sigourney Weaver shaved her head. Then you got technically
Alien Resurrection.
Alien Resurrection. Then you have Alien Prometheus. Alien Covenant. Remember the last?
I never seen Covenant. I remember Covenant, but I never seen it. I saw Prometheus though.
Yep. So we're already like at 5 Alien movies already.
Yep.
Why? What is this going to do for the story?
They trying to recapture that magic.
They trying to recapture magic, and this is where I'm not gonna lie to you. I know why people take movie roles. Okay, they got to pay bills too.
Yeah.
But there's something your pride got to stop you from doing.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody came to me and was like, "Hey, Josh, we want you to be in a remake of Alien."
Yeah.
Whoa, the first thing I'm gonna ask, why?
Yeah.
And
I'll be honest. I wasn't mad at the attempts at the prequels because that's a good way of showing the creation of said aliens. But that well is dry, bro.
Dry. I mean, dry.
It went from one alien killing people to an army of aliens killing people to Sigourney Weaver giving birth to an alien, but she killed herself before it really came out. Then on the next one, they recloned her, and then she had babies with aliens. I think we're done here.
We're done. And then we're not even talking about Alien versus Predator and all that, because then that tells you that the alien's been around for years. For years, like
AVP2. Ooh.
I don't know what the movie gods want from me. I don't know what they want. I honestly do not know what they want. I don't see no point in remaking an Alien movie. I truly don't.
Man,
but I think it's like you're saying. They're trying to recapture the original, like the magic that was the original, but they're not going to do that because it's something we already seen.
Yeah, I think I think they think they could create more lore or behind it, but there's nothing.
Yeah,
there's nothing left you can do.
Yeah.
There's nothing else you could tell us.
Nothing.
And Prometheus.
And Prometheus kind of screwed the story up. So then they tried to come back with Alien Covenant and fix it a little bit. And it's kind of like, okay, I see the attempt, but no, why? Now, I know some of y'all are going to argue about Terminator. I know some of y'all are going to argue that. But Terminator is kind of a different mojo. And all the Terminators are kind of in somewhat different eras. You got the first one where John's not born yet. You got the second one where John is born. You got the third one where they're trying to prevent Judgment Day because he's born and he believe he's the one. Then you got Salvation that actually took place after Judgment Day.
I want more of those.
That was great. Then,
I want more post-Judgment Day stuff.
And then it was Genesis. Yeah, that one. Well, actually, the story is kind of good though because John dies.
John turned out to be a Terminator.
No. That's the wait. So what's the one where John actually dies?
That's the one where they brought back Sarah Connor and they were protecting.
Right.
There were women Terminators.
Right. So which one was that one? You're right.
I forgot the name of that.
You're right. Genesis was the one where he actually was a Terminator. Like they actually got to him. Yeah, that was. But
they rebooted some of the scenes from the first few movies in Genesis.
So,
and then Arnold Schwarzenegger ends up getting the T-1000 power. You know, he was the Terminator.
And
then in the one you're talking about, he was living in the woods
with the girl. He had a son and a girl. And then Linda Hamilton was like, "So you're not clapping cheeks?" And he was like, "Oh, our relationship is not physical." But the best part, because she smooth took the question right in my mouth. She was like, "Oh, she doesn't notice like a 600-pound machine on top of her." And then he was like, "Our relationship is clearly not physical." But
and shout out to Linda Hamilton because a couple weeks ago she said we're done with the Terminator. She said,
she did?
Yeah, she said I ain't doing that no more.
And because she knows it's at his point. She knows it's at his point. Even though that Terminator she was in made good money. I think it made past his budget.
That I wouldn't be surprised. I heard not so. I heard it was I
Yeah,
heard
it was
alright.
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
hear it was Genesis level.
Nah.
Genesis level bad.
Yeah, Genesis was kind of bad. But my whole thing, I'm so sick of having remakes because I truly, and time will only tell with this, because the trailer is real funky. So the trailer happens like, I don't even think you would know it's an Alien trailer if I'm not mistaken.
All I saw was darkness, fire, yelling,
and blood,
and the alien shooting out. And
so then,
screaming.
yeah. Damn, I do not
At
remember.
the end, you remember she was looking around.
Oh, that's right, because she came with the gun. You're right.
Yeah.
So
that's it. That was the whole trailer.
I'm curious to see how the story goes. And since we're already talking about remakes, as you heard us before, The Crow is getting remade. And this is supposed to be a brand new Breaking In Crow. Not a sequel. No nothing. Let's just say The Crow had many attempts. First one, Bangarang. Okay? Bangarang. Second one, rest in peace, Brandon Lee passed away because of the gun thing. Then the kid from Terminator, Edward Furlong, was actually in one of the Crows.
I never went past Brandon Lee, my boy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was so bad. You gotta
think, even back then, without having the knowledge and maturity about remakes and sequels now, even then, I was like, if that ain't Brandon Lee, that ain't The Crow. I ain't watching it. I've never even accidentally seen 1 second of the Crow movies outside of Brandon Lee. Not even by accident.
I'm pretty sure I watched all of them, and they were all bad.
Yeah,
they were
I'm
all
sure.
bad. So, but go ahead, lay on your thoughts about that Brandon Lee one, because you had something. I mean, about the remake, and I stopped you.
I hate to judge. Well, I see. I was about to lie again. I do judge trailers for certain movies. This one struck me
as
for
interesting.
A while, not good. Because
I watched the trailer and I was like, it kind of looks good.
You know what? It reminds me of a typical action movie. And the reason why I say that is because the original Crow, even for the time that it came out, and even now to this day, that look, the vibe, the energy,
it's unmatched. It's unmatched.
You can't get that back.
Unmatched.
It was a perfect storm.
Perfect.
You cannot get that back.
Perfect.
And it's like, I'm sorry, y'all. Like, the director from the original Crow just came out and said, F that movie. He said, no disrespect to everybody involved. He said, but Brandon died making that movie. You can't follow behind it.
You can't follow behind
that.
It's funny you talk about the vibe of the movie because
it looks so, this about to sound so crazy. It looks so lit up. Crow ain't lit. Then it looked like he could save the girl. There's no saving her.
There's no saving.
She was gone. Man,
she was gone. That was the whole point of the Crow coming back. That was the whole purpose. And then the one-liners. When the girl was like, this stupid rain, it can't rain all the time. And then he just deps out. Then you got him on top of the building. Oh my God. The whole vibe.
My joke was, wait a minute. I know you. Wait, we killed you. Ain't no coming back. Ain't no coming back. Ain't no coming back.
Oh, that's where we got the best one-liner that I still use on Mother's Day. Mother is the name for God on the lips and hearts of all children.
Yep, fun boy.
Your man's like, let me go. He was like, victims. Aren't we all? Fun boy. Hey, son.
Fun boy.
And you know what's crazy? I know what some of y'all thinking. Well, who's playing the Crow? Ernie Hudson was in the original Crow.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Ghostbusters. Yeah. The guy that's playing the Crow in the new one, I'm gonna butcher his last name, but it's Bill
Skarsgård.
Yeah, that guy. And you may know him from It. He actually played Pennywise.
I love him as an actor. So we're not doing that.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Because he was, every movie that man touches is good.
Yeah.
He was actually in this show called Hemlock Grove on Netflix. Vicious. Like the dude's a good actor. He really
we
is.
not doing. I want people to understand. We not doing that.
We're not trashing. Right.
We knocking the people who greenlit this and thought it was a good idea.
That's who we're after. We're not after him because that dude is a good actor. I'm not after him.
Even the villain in the trailer, I never knew his name, but I've seen him in a bunch of movies.
Mm-hmm.
I like his acting too.
And it was funny because I thought at one point your boy was supposed to be the Crow. Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, I thought he was supposed to be the Crow at one point. Yeah, so I'm taking that fell through.
I saw a photo of him as the Crow.
How did it look? Because I was really thought because this one
didn't hurt.
It didn't hurt. Okay, because like this one has like a real like a punk vibe to it. The new one, the trailer makes it look like it's a real punk vibe to it.
He reminds me of the remade Dante from Devil May Cry.
From DMC.
Yeah, shortcut.
Yeah. He does. It does give that vibe. It surely does. Yes, you're right. You're right.
It seemed a little bit too more on the hero-ish or heroic side.
And then I basically feel like they gave us the movie because you see that the girl's not really dead.
Right.
He's trying to save her.
You still have time to save her.
Right. You still have time to save her. And on top of that, I'm pretty sure it's the final scene where he's getting shot and like he's walking up some steps and I'm like, this looks like the final boss fight right here. Like, so they kind of gave away a lot of the movie already. Like, so it's kind of like,
That scene was hard at the end. After he finished his mission, he laid on his own grave, or was it Shelley's grave?
I think it was it Shelley's? I think it was Shelley's grave. He laid on her grave.
Basically
and he died.
Resting like.
And the old one, the Crow was right above the grave. He completed his mission. He went back to Shelley's grave and just.
That joke was so hard.
Vicious, man.
The flashbacks of them messing with. Oh boy.
Oh man, The Cure. When he's putting on the song, just paint your face, your shadows smog, slipping in away from. Oh my God, the movie was just perfect. The movie was just perfect.
You cannot get that back.
You can't get that back. You can't get that back, bro. Oh my God! Even when he digs himself out, like you said, the flashback, he's just dying inside of them, like having hit their way with her and everything, and like the anger he does when he puts her on the. Oh my gosh, bro.
Cannot get that back.
That was a classic, man.
It was a classic.
It was a classic.
It's on. I think it's on Amazon Prime. Is it on Amazon Prime?
It should be.
It's on Amazon Prime.
The Crow should be a movie that the government gives everybody for free. Just because it was so good. Like you just like man, everybody get this movie for free.
Perfect storm of a movie.
The perfect storm in the movie, and they're going to try to recreate that. Now, look, I will bite my tongue. There's been plenty of times when I come on this show and I have stood on that hill and said we were wrong. Now we can see it, and it could be actually great.
Yeah.
And
agreed.
Javon, no, I have never read the Crow comic. I want to. I just haven't been around to doing it, and I'm upset because I meant to cancel my DC comic book stuff, so I just paid $127 for another year of comic books.
Dang.
Because I didn't, and it just did it yesterday. I was like, $127. It was like, oh, DC Infinite. I'm like, oh my. I'm kind of pissed.
I didn't even know Crow had comic books.
Yeah.
When Brandon Lee died, my love for Crow died with him.
So the Crow comic books were out before. That's what
before.
Yeah, it was before.
I did not know that.
Yep, the comic books were out before.
Okay.
So I remember seeing them, and the way it's written is you ever seen the Sandman comics? From DC, it's written like the artwork and everything is kind of along those lines.
So they got it from the comic. Okay,
yeah, for sure.
He shut that jump down.
In fact, if we talk about comic book movies, it may just be the best comic book movie known to man. I'm just saying.
Actually, now that I know that it's a comic book movie, yeah. I'm about to redo my list now.
I gotta redo my list.
I was up there, bro. Stop playing with the Crow.
Like, man,
I think when I was watching the clip of him killing T-Bird, the how it looked, it still holds up. It can come out tomorrow. Look, this what people need to start doing. Y'all like remaking? Let's start doing refreshes.
Yep.
Take the old movie, slap a 4K on it, make it IMAX, and put the same thing back on the theater.
And I'll go see it like 2 or 3 times. Because you know what? You said something like that last week, how a movie, how it ages. And you're right. There's some movies that age really well. The Crow is one of them. Terminator 2 Judgment Day is one of them. The Goonies age as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's stuff you still can relate to, like, to this day.
Yeah.
Like, even if you go back and watch the first Alien, you'll be like, damn, this is good.
Yeah, you ain't gotta change. Look. Or you could just slap 4K on it. You could slap the 4K, 1080, 16, whatever. You could do all that jazzy stuff.
You can do that.
Put it in the VR set. Just don't change the script, acting. Just put the original version back up there.
That movie has aged.
It used to work back in the day when we went from VHS to DVDs.
Oh, Javon, he playing around. He said, I do want to read the actual comic books of the Crow, though. Maybe I'll do that this week. I'll find them and digitally read it. I definitely, because I mean, don't get me wrong. The trailer looks interesting. I'm not sitting here saying it looks bad. I'm not saying that at all. It looks very interesting, but like Jason said, The Crow is the Bible. That's in the Josh Jones Bible movies for me. And it's really hard for those movies that's in that Bible section. It's hard to redo them. It's hard to rewatch them because it's kind of like, why are we remaking this? Why can't we just let this go? But there's going to be movies now. I wouldn't be surprised years down when we're dead and gone, they remake Doom.
Probably. Most 100%. But see, that this is the thing. It's funny you mentioned Doom, right? Respect to the original Doom. The look of it, acting, everything. It was good for the time.
For the time. It did not age well at all, correctly.
But stuff like The Crow and a lot of animated stuff that goes live action, like Lion and we don't need.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Personally speaking.
No,
just throw the cartoon back up.
Yeah, just throw the cartoon back up. And dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. The Lion King remake, the movie, I keep saying the real one. It was trash. It was trash. Aladdin, trash. Mulan, and Mulan was and Mulan is one of my favorites. Mulan was trash. Mulan was trash.
Let me ask you. This is an honest question. Basing on the demographic of Lion King, Aladdin, and Mulan, I kind of get the reasoning for making it live action. 'Cause I guess they feel like the adults too. But really ask yourself, who is it really for? Because when we watched the cartoon in our era, the era was cartoons. Yeah. So it worked to make Aladdin a cartoon because that was booming business. Yeah. When you make it live action, and me as a grown man can say, I don't have to watch it. I can just watch the cartoon. Who is it for? Because my little youngling don't care about no live action Lion King. It's no different than watching the cartoon. She's Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo is a cartoon, is an animated digital cartoon type thing. That's all she care about. And it ain't even live action.
But you make a good point. Why bring it out? Why does it? In fact, we could use Avatar, The Last Airbender, for the perfect example. Why does everything have to be? Because now, since you say that, I truly think that live action movies are for the people that watch the cartoon, and Hollywood thought, oh, I guarantee if we make this live action, this will be good. But you can't do a lot of things you can do in animated stuff. I mean, you can do it in animated, but you can't do it in live action. Because if you think about it, take Avatar. Do not get me wrong. I think Avatar is missing key points what made it great. It really is. I mean, they're skipping past those parts like it's nothing. They're just like, oh, F it. So I'm like,
I know I don't want to go back to. I know I'm nitpicking, but the start of the Boomy fight scene, that ticked me off, man.
The Boomy one. Oh my god!
Because the original one was, all right, look, you got to pick 2 fighters you want to fight. Pick anybody, him or him. And he said, "Oh, you think you slick? I'll pick you." He said, "Wrong answer."
And then the lesson is gone. The lesson is gone. Because remember, even though Boomy was talking to him during the live action one, the lesson is more taught in the animated one. The lesson is teaching you you're going to have to make a choice because you're the avatar. And then it put him on the ropes because he was like, who am I? And I thought that part is so important in the front because in the animated one, because this whole time you think Aang is alone.
Yeah.
But then there's somebody from his childhood is here. And that kind of, even when Boone comes up to him, he's like, Aang, I miss you. You know, this dude was kind of like, man, fuck you, Aang, you've been gone.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this is, you're taking away the whole purpose of this. So
on top of the fact, even though they touched on it on the show, he's going from shrine to shrine asking the old avatars for the answers.
Exactly.
And they like, my answer was this. And he go to the next one.
Oh, no.
My answer was this.
No, we did it like this. Bigger audience with live. So Javon said bigger audience with live action. And I can see that.
I can see that too.
People here are all biased towards certain animated shows. And that is true. And movies.
I am for sure.
Yeah, like that is true. Because there are a lot of movies, even animations that get remade and you go, this was stupid. Death Note, another one. Like,
oh Lord.
Oh my gosh, Death Note. Now, don't get me wrong. Willem Dafoe murdered his role, but I was like, this is stupid. This is stupid. What else did we watch that was like, hell.
Was crazy.
Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z. And it was so bad.
I knew it did.
Dude, it's so bad that the main dude who played Goku, when Akira Toriyama died, he said, sorry, we fucked up.
Apologized.
You know how big that is? Now, I wish he would have said it while he was still living. You know what I'm saying? But you literally took a piece of everyone's childhood and you stomped it in the ground when they did the DBZ movie.
Killed it, man.
Killed
Thank God the animators
Killed
are
it.
on TV.
Killed it.
Thank God the animators are still running on TV.
So,
and I knew, and you brought up Mulan, the live action. I knew that was dead when they was like, the dragons ain't even in the.
Bruh. And
like,
don't get me wrong, the girl who played Mulan, she did excellent. The story was just, I'm like, okay, first we don't have one of the greatest songs in history. Let's get down to business. Not in the movie. Now I understand it's animated. Okay, it's live action. But the dragon ain't even in there. How we not have Mushu in there? I'm kind of upset about this.
And everything gets CGI. Everything's CGI.
Like, and then it's almost like Disney was trying to make a serious point with Mulan, and you go, and if I'm being honest, Mulan can be, from what it is, it can definitely be taken seriously. But because it was a animated show first, and 95% of everybody had seen that animated one, the live action one served no purpose. Beauty and the Beast, same thing. I'm literally sitting here watching this like, I gained nothing from watching this.
I guess they felt like they were bridging the gap between adults and kids by saying, if we make this live action, it would give the adults the reason to bring the kids, because they're like, oh, they're taking the same thing animated and making it live. So that makes me want to see how this would look live. And you know what? Come experience my childhood by watching Lion King.
Let me watch it again.
It's like, best of both worlds.
And God forbid, I was still, I disliked Will Smith for a long time for taking that genie role. I was like, the disrespect to my man Robin Williams. Like, I would have never took that. Even if I was a big actor and somebody was like, we want you to be the genie. And Phil Robin Williams, dead, forget it. Don't worry about it.
When he was on the cover of that magazine, that told me everything I needed to know.
I said, bro.
I was like, I ain't even going to waste my time. I was already at like a 1 on excitement for seeing it. That was pretty much it. I just saved me a movie ticket and some nachos on that one.
You did.
And got Disney Plus and still gonna waste my time to go.
Man,
no, thank you.
I can't.
I watched the original. I played the game. I got the game on that.
Everybody love the game. Everybody love the game.
That joint difficult as a motherfucker. No, that joint tough, bro.
And this is what I'm talking about with movies. Like, are you actually okay? We all know that movies don't have to be Oscar worthy for everything. Okay, you and I sat here and said that Godzilla was movie of the year, and they gave it to Oppenheimer. Okay, now I'm not gonna lie to you, Oppenheimer was good,
It was good.
But everything doesn't have to be Oscar worthy.
Cocaine Bear. I always talk about Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Bear is another one. Cocaine Bear is like, but man, Cocaine Bear. Shit. Remember when Drive came out? Man, we was on Drive.
That's on. I mean, I know it wasn't meant to be an Oscar worthy, but that was kind of Oscar worthy.
Drive should have got an Oscar because I was like, damn, this movie good as shit.
At least a nomination.
At least a nomination. So,
but stuff like that, Thanksgiving, Malignant.
Thanksgiving still get me going. That's my joke. Like, but even Malignant, like you read. Okay.
Fun movie, man.
A fun movie. In fact. So I watched this knockoff movie of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's called Willy's, and it's with Nicolas Cage.
That might actually be better than Five Nights at Freddy's.
So I'm not gonna lie to you. Willy's was good as shit. When he went into the bathroom to take a piss and he started fighting, I was like, Nicolas Cage can't lose. Nicolas Cage can't lose. But that's the thing. And I know not everybody get out to the movies and stuff, but going out to the movies is something serious. Well, not serious, but it's kind of special. Why would I waste money? Okay, for the Joker 2. We was talking about the Joker 2. Like Jason, I did not know that movie was like, they were like trying for it to be a musical. I did not know that. I did not. My whole thing with that has just hit the floor. Just hit the floor. I cannot believe that. Like, and it just pisses me off because you know how I feel about it. There are some musicals that I stand by. Okay, I'm not hating on musicals, but why is the Joker a musical? Why?
No, bro.
And, why?
And excuse me for sounding old and outdated on musicals. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's no great musicals out there.
That's true.
The last great musical I watched was Grease, man.
I
just don't watch musicals, so Grease, man. I watched Grease.
I watched Grease, maybe Rent.
I mean, I watched Rent. There's a reason why I ain't mentioned
Rent. I know why, but Rent was good. The Sweetney Todd, the Johnny Depp joke, I like that one. After that, because The Color Purple, I was like,
my mom hijacked my HBO Max password to watch Color Purple. I ever asked her how she felt about it.
Oh man, you should, because I'm curious. Because my mom said she liked it, and I was not a fan of it, and because the music takes away from the seriousness of it to me almost. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Like, I think that's why the old one, I remember the old one so good because when the parts where it was serious, it was taken serious. And like, it's kind of like, and I'm not saying they did bad in it. Yeah. I'm not saying that, but I just don't like musicals. So it was kind of like, oh my God, this musical, this one getting on my nerves.
Grease was my jump, man. Grease was my jump, bro. Grease Lightning. That movie fire. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. Little Shop of Horrors. My bad. That's the
classic.
My bad.
Classic musical.
That's beautiful.
Classic.
Oh my God.
And if I'm man, you know what I was watching the other day too? That's kind of like a musical. Hercules.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And Hercules,
if that's the music, I'll take Hercules.
I stand on business. Bless my soul. Herc was on the road.
That was my joke.
Hercules like that.
That Feed Me Seymour.
Feed Me Seymour. So I'm did you see what they gave Ghostbusters?
I sure did. I believe them too. But once I believe them. Look, I saw they gave Afterlife a 9. Are y'all crazy?
Yeah, Afterlife shouldn't have been a 9.
Afterlife to me was like a 2, maybe a 1.
Oh shoot, pathetic. Jason, that low?
Yeah, it was pathetic, bro. All they did was remake the first movie with kids.
I mean, you're not lying.
That joke
You're
was
not
terrible,
lying.
bro.
You're not lying.
And this weekend I was really gonna go see it. That's why I watched Afterlife. Thank you for saving me my money. Now I'm gonna see A Night with the Devil.
They said they gave Ghostbusters a 4.
Yeah, sounds about
4.
Right. Come on, man. Hey, look, man. Look, I don't care for Ghostbusters respectfully anymore, because I could just go watch the first two and be happy with my life.
First two.
So it aged well for me, so I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't mind watching the classic.
Yeah.
But if y'all want to keep making these Ghostbusters, this might sound unfriendly, but it just is what it is. Get everybody up out of there.
And start
fresh. 4 new cast of characters
and
just start fresh.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
I remember the rumors. I don't know if you remember the rumors back in 2000. They said they was gonna bring back Ghostbusters, and Ben Stiller was actually.
I would have liked that. I would have liked that. Like,
it was supposed to be Ben Stiller.
Did you ever watch Ghostbusters Extreme?
Mm-mm.
So Ghostbusters Extreme, because Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis made all the Ghosts. Like they pitched that. Then the shows and everything came from that.
Okay.
The comic books and everything came from that. So there was a show called Ghostbusters Extreme. And basically what it was a whole new Ghostbusters team. One dude looked like Shaggy. One dude, he was disabled, he was in a wheelchair, but he was a Ghostbuster. Then there was like an emo girl, she had blue hair. It was really good. Like the trap, instead of sliding the trap, they could like throw it. I know how it sounds, but it was actually pretty good.
I mean, from the trailer of the new one, they're using drones as the trap now.
I'm trying to tell you, Ghostbusters Extreme was pretty good. I would have loved to see them to do like a movie like about that, because in Ghostbusters kind of Extreme, they kind of don't talk about the original Ghostbusters team. Like they do, but they're not brung up every episode. So I thought that was pretty cool.
And it's so easy. If you want to bridge the gap of Ghostbusters, just take the Evil Dead approach.
Yep.
Here's what you do.
Yep.
Go to some ruins, cave, whatever you want to call it. You find a recording. It's Vinkman's voice, or it's Dan Aykroyd.
Yep.
Somebody's voice on there. Hey, bruh, you done stumbled onto some ish. You want to solve this? Go ahead, grab the ghost equipment and take over. You dead and gone. That's all you, man. Bridge the gap and then move on. They gotta stop this. They gotta stop.
They gotta stop. Yeah, I agree. So I do want to see the movie you was talking about, The Devil Within or something.
Night with the Devil.
The Night with the Devil. I still want to see Ghostbusters though. Because I'm a Ghostbusters fanboy, so I still want to go. But you know what movie I'm excited for this month? Godzilla and Kong.
Oh, it's come out this month.
I think it's next week.
Late Night with the Devil.
Yeah, late night. What is it? We rise together or fall alone. That's the.
Oh my God.
That's the hashtag.
Yep, you're right. Next week.
Next week is Kong, right? Godzilla and Kong. I'm excited about that. I really want to see that. I really want to see that.
That's close to Monkey Man too.
Oh man, bro. Oh man, Tony in town too, bro. I'm gonna have to see that beforehand. I'm gonna have to see that before you get here.
Monkey Man is the week after Godzilla and Kong.
What was I saw a trailer for Monkey Man. What was that? I saw a trailer.
The action movie from Key and Peele.
Yes, I want to see that. They could have picked a better title, but okay.
I always say Key and Peele when it's just one.
Because I know he's right, because it's just him. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's just Jordan Peele, but I throw Keys in there because it's a branded name. Who did Get Out? Key and Peele. Well, it was just Peele.
Well, just Peele. I wish they would have made it. Whatchamacallit? The game. Okay, I know we don't really talk about games on the show, but Marvel is making a game called Marvel 1943. Is it called Marvel? Yeah. So
something like that.
The trailer, if you haven't seen it, you need to see it. It's very good. So basically, it's about the rise of Hydra. Okay, but it's Steve Rogers and T'Challa. So it looks like T'Challa, Black Panther, is chasing Hydra. Oh, he's trying to get down to the bottom of it. So is Steve Rogers, but they don't know each other. So when they meet
on the bridge was hard.
right, so they fighting. So Steve Rogers like stand down, Black Panther like I answer to nobody, and Steve Rogers is like, well, I guess he's about to get it. So they clash and then it ends. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
You don't know what it means. Wear that shield.
But did you see Steve Rogers say, I want to know who is the guy that ripped through my vibranium shield? He was like, nah, y'all need to find me the dude who ripped through my vibranium shield. So I'm pretty excited about that. It looks promising. So we got a lot of that game I'm looking forward to. If you play Apex like me, don't download it right now. I don't know if you saw it, but they was playing ALGs, which is like the Apex Legends Global Series. Supposedly, a hacker hacked into two very big Apex players. Some dude that name start with a G. I don't really watch him, but I know how, Imperial How. Hacked into their game, turned on cheats during the Global Series, and Apex, in front of thousands of people, Apex got hacked. But they're saying that, I don't know for sure, but they're saying that the dude said, oh no, I didn't do that. They would have had the hacks on their computers. And I'm like,
This world getting bold and bold by the day.
But you know what though? I find it real funny. Like if you watch a lot of Warzone or Overwatch clips, some people could just be that good and they're like, they're cheating. They're cheating. That's the first thing they say. Oh, they're cheating.
Yeah.
It's very hard for me because even if you were cheating, the smart thing to do would be to build your following and then don't cheat anymore, because if you find out, most of your fan base is built on you cheating, but you're probably just that slack. But see, y'all know y'all can see my Apex videos. I'm not good, but then I get good.
I mean, I wouldn't know what it means to be good or bad in Apex because I'm trash. You be cooking to me.
So and Jason, I didn't got better at Apex, so that's why I like playing it. Dragon's Dogma 2. Yes, I saw that. I do want to see that too. I do want to see Dragon's Dogma. There was something coming on Netflix that I wanted to see. Oh, no. Jason's gonna have to tell y'all about this, okay? Jason, you're gonna have to sum it up in probably about 3 minutes. But for those of you who don't know, there's a lot of shows coming out about, childhood actors when you go send your kids to have a camp. But one of them was about Nickelodeon. And Nickelodeon, some of the people were sexually abused. Well, one I know about is the dude who plays Drake, right?
Right.
The dude from Drake, he was sexually abused. But Jason, I'll let you take that one because I've only seen the clips of it. I haven't watched it because I'm like, damn, I gotta take a break because I didn't.
I didn't finish the first episode, bro. Like I said, I didn't get.
Man,
I don't need it, man.
It's
and the first episode is not about the Drake sexual assault. It's about Snyder being a douche on set.
That's crazy. And Zack Snyder, is it Dan Snyder? Or Dan Snyder, he was the manager. He plays the manager in Good Burger. He's the bigger white dude who plays the manager.
You know how shocked I was that when I saw the clips in the clips and stuff, and they showed his face, I was like, the dude from Good Burger? I didn't even know he was the writer. I didn't know. Wait, what? Him?
So, when you just told me he was writing so many shows,
you just don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all, he was basically writing like 30 shows. Good Burger, the Miley Cyrus show. Wasn't he writing Drake and Josh? He was writing that too, wasn't he?
I don't know, but
that man had some stuff under his belt.
Probably, I would assume so, but
man, that's crazy.
Man, Nickelodeon, the parents weren't there. And...
Well, I know one of the girls. Oh shit, that made the girl who did the show with Ariana Grande. She basically wrote a book saying, "I'm glad my mother's dead." because her mother was like making her work because they basically grew up poor and she was making all the money. So she was basically making her work like on shows she didn't want to work and all that. And it's just so sad. Y'all go home.
Cashing out on the kids.
Yeah, cashing out on the kids, man. Go home and hug y'all parents, bro. Because when you listen to some of these Hollywood kids, their parents were taking big advantage of them. Like Macaulay. That's, man, just hug y'all parents, bro. It's wild out here.
He did that early in the game.
Early. Bro.
I no more parents. Get them up out of here.
That's crazy. And that's a shame that you gotta, man, your own parents trying to steal from you. That's crazy.
I'd have been in jail, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
I'd have been locked up.
That's some wild stuff, bro.
I'd have been locked up. I would have took the 4-5, the whole set.
It's so wild.
The whole set. That's so disgusting.
So
bro.
disgusting.
Bro.
So disgusting. So what we got next week? We got well, I know next week, Wednesday for sure. I may give y'all a week because I'm going to go see Godzilla next week. I'm going to see Godzilla next week.
Well, so I see. Oh, that's the same week as Tony.
That's the same week as Tony's thing. So yeah, Tony, you messing us up.
People out there, if y'all watched last week's episode, I ducked Magical Negroes. We're not doing that today.
Oh, I forgot I saw that. Oh shoot. Okay, I can sum it up for y'all in 10 minutes. Okay, you're right. Okay, so I went to go see the American Society of Magical Negroes. Okay, so I highly suggest y'all can definitely wait till it come out on TV. Do not go to the movie theaters to see it. But let me tell you why. The story makes it that the American Society of Magical Negroes exists to keep white people happy.
Correct.
So the thing about it was, and it makes good points because one of the parts in the movie they come across a cop and his little meter was high. So if his meter is high, he's likely to hurt a black person 9 times because he was a white cop. So the thing was, keep white people happy. That's literally the gist of it. The guy who plays the main guy, Justice Smith, you may know him from Pokemon. He was in Detective Pikachu. Very good actor. He cool. Yeah, he's going through some things because, like, his art sucks. He feels like he doesn't stand up for himself. He ends up liking a white woman he met in a coffee shop, but his friend that works with him at Meetup, it's supposed to be like the Facebook, it's called Meetup or something like that. He wants him to get the job and get the girl. So it's kind of like you're not allowed to fall in love because
they did this in the trailer, by the way.
Damn, for real? Oh shit. Yep. Okay, so they basically told you the movie. So
yep, they did this in the trailer.
Short thing is, he falls in love with the white woman, but he has a great speech at the end of the movie, and that is what I think is worth seeing. And basically, his speech talks about how he shouldn't have to be afraid to just walk outside his house and act a certain way. And I absolutely agree with him because with the speech, and he talks about that, and he's talking to another white guy about it, and everything he says and the way he delivers it is awesome. Because for those of you who don't know, for our different diversity of the show, I do feel like at a young age, African Americans are taught to act different and put up with a lot of bullshit because it can get us killed or get us arrested. Main situation, talking to cops. You see videos all the time of white people talking to cops any type of way they want. Black people, we are taught not to do that. We are taught. Jason, were you taught different?
Nah, I bucked a few times though, but nah.
Yeah,
right.
You're taught to put your hands on the wheel. Don't say nothing. You're told to comply, and we're taught that to play the game. Okay.
When you go past that line, when I complied.
Yeah, when you go, and Jason and I have a very good story. I'm gonna make it real quick because it does tie into the movie. Jason, me, my brother, I think Calvin and I was there. Was it not Cal? Was it Delonte?
No.
The time we got pulled over downtown when we was coming from the court?
No, it was none of them. It wasn't.
Who was it there? I know it was you, me, Justin, Delonte. Yeah, well, anyway.
It was just one more person. It was just 4.
We're downtown. At the time, Jason was working at Giant, so he had a box cutter to open because he stocked shelves. We got pulled over. The Capitol Police said they saw a frantic movement in the car. We all get out, and I remember it's the most embarrassing time I ever been because we get pulled over downtown in the summertime, and there's tour buses all around. Everybody, I never forget the white people on the tour bus snapping photos of us. It's the most embarrassed I've ever been in my life.
And the best part was that they was driving by I said out loud, they probably 3 kilos of cocaine in the car.
Yep.
Whole time there was frantic movement and a bunch of BS. So
they checked us, okay? Jason told him the box cutter was under there. Dude was like, why you have a box cutter? It was literally in his apron. In the apron that says, in the little smock that says Safeway or John, whatever.
I responded to him like the idiot that he was. What you doing with the box cutter? He went in my smock to get it.
I remember
he said, what you doing with it? He said, oh, box cutter. That. To cut boxes. And I got smart with them because they was like, sit down on the curb. And I was so embarrassed to the people. I never sat on the curb. I was like, nah, I'm not going to sit down. Stood up.
I stood up.
That's right.
I was like, I'm not sitting down on the curb. So me and Jason's being a little defiant, but y'all don't understand.
Emblem, biggest day on the smock, right? Biggest day. What you doing with a box cutter?
It was the most embarrassing. It was so embarrassing for us. And the movie talks about that, how you gotta talk a certain way, act a certain way around white people. The point of the movie was great. How it was executed the entire time was bad.
And here's the funny part. This the crazy. This what made me not see the movie. It wasn't the fact that it was getting bad reviews. I knew it was going to be bad, but I still wanted to go see it. But when I read the review and they said that the term magical Negro, which Spike Lee coined, they said none of that was in the movie at all, which basically means there was no satire of being a magical Negro relating to real life. I did not go see the movie. So it's basically a rom-com. It wasn't.
And that's what it was. And that's what it was because
it's a rom-com.
And the thing is, when a black person wasn't being or doing their job, the rest of the black people would lose their magical powers. So like powers of persuasion. Then one dude was trying to hit the Tom Hanks, the Joe from a Green Mile touching my man's nads, and he's like, oh man, we going places. And then he was waiting for his magic to kick in and it wouldn't kick in. And so he was like, we going places. And then he did it again. He was like, oh man. So the movie would have been better if it was something on Netflix. It would have been, but the whole execution of it was done poorly. The message was great.
Even the blackening has satire.
Exactly.
It did wear out. It did wear out and stuff, but it was satire. It was ironic and stuff. So when I read the review, it could have got a -5. Yep. If they would have said it was a whole lot of satire about Magical Negro, I still was going to go see it because of what you just said. The message is great.
The message is great.
That got there is
bad. But by the time the message comes, you're already clocked out at that point.
Yeah.
You're already clacked out. Like I said, the message is very good. The message is talking about how we shouldn't have to live in fear of who we are, what we do. We shouldn't have to be feared that or making white people feel easy so it can save our lives. The message was very clear. It was put together good. The execution to get to the message, by the time the message comes, you're like, what are we talking about? Like, that's literally it.
The review I read, IGN did review it. They will never review it. Mm-hmm. But the review I read said everything you just said, word for word. They was like, yo, if you coming to see this movie expecting to play on Magical Negro, and satire that Spike Lee was talking about, they said it is not in this movie.
Not
and
even.
when I read that, I said,
Not
I'm
even.
out. I don't want to watch it. I
Not
said,
even.
no point. Because the message isn't about, it's not about a rom-com. I ain't come to rom-com. Watch satire about how black people gotta tread lightly around white people.
That's literally what it was. And then David Allen Greer did good. I mean, everybody that was in there did good. Everybody was. It was just the execution, and not like even halfway through, I'm remembering I'm like, okay, when is this gonna pick up? When are we gonna be? When we gonna get to the good stuff? It's like, and I'm not talking about action or nothing. I don't want to see magic, but it's like, okay, you're helping this guy, but you like this girl. You already knew where it was going. I'm like, oh, okay, I know the movie already. He gonna stand up for himself at the end. He gonna get the girl. What happens? Stands up to the big boss, okay? I mean, to his friend, to the big boss, gets the girl at the end. The message he does to get the girl, or not say get the girl, the wake up message is very, I mean, nobody could have delivered that like Justin Smith. Nobody could have delivered that. But the whole execution to get there is dragged. Like, I haven't almost fallen asleep in a movie in a long time. I was dozing off. I was like this. I was like, oh. Then it was messed up because I went to the Cine Bistro, the one in Tyson's. So I almost fell on my.
Oh, you wow.
I almost fell on my lobster tempura. I was like,
bruh, you should have went to Rivertown or something like that.
The movie is so.
You go to the bistro for Doom.
Right. You don't go for this like this. I'm like, bruh, I'd rather stick my heat thing into the Doom bucket at this point. I'm like, I'd rather as well just mess with the Doom bucket. Like, it was not executed well. Nobody's going to remember this movie, which is quite sad because it could have been done very well because you had all the best actors in it. You had Justin Smith, you had David Allen Greer, you had the bald-head girl from 911. She's an excellent actress. Even the comedian who was like the head of the school, she's great. But and she had some funny parts because like when you first meet her, she's floating, right? But then the Negroes' powers go away, so it's two black dudes. They got to bring out the ladder. They like, man, they like. She even said her parts were funny. But like everybody did well, and it was just like done. So you didn't see nothing. Ming said X-Men 97. Let me just go ahead and tell you this right now. Have you seen it? Yes, Vicious. Are we standing that X-Men 97 was good?
Show of the year so far.
This what gets me going about X-Men 97. Why? I want to know why they deleted the creator. I want to know why. I mean, I said delete.
Told you.
I said delete it. I said fire.
Delete it.
I said because now the show is actually good. Because I'm not gonna lie, I had my hopes. Well, not hopes. I actually was like, this is not gonna be good. This is not gonna be good. But it's actually damn good. Now, beg to differ. We only got 2 episodes, right? We only got 2. I'm curious to see what it is down the road. So my whole thing is, man, you know me, I'm going to wait till they all get there, and then I'm going to go through. But so far, I am pleased with X-Men 97.
I get on here, and I'll make this quick, too. I've gotten on here many a time for many a show and movie reviews, and have said, you don't have to over-genius everything.
You don't.
1 + 1 = 2. X-Men 97. The intro, the same, except for adding Morph and Bishop. The song got a little razzle-dazzle on it. Still the same. The tone of the show, still the same.
Still the same.
The outro, still the same. What my man Will Smith saying hits. 2-step.
That's it. Simple. You don't gotta do too much.
That's it.
You don't gotta do too much.
We gonna take with the old cartoon is such a classic and it ages great. We're just gonna keep doing that. Again, we're just gonna do it again in 2024. And look where we at. Rave reviews. Yep. 2-step. Just keep it simple, y'all.
So that really makes me go like this.
Don't have to work hard.
I pray that
original voice actors.
I pray that the creator with DeMaio, whatever his name is. I pray that he wrote at least 2 seasons, because if they let him go and it's this good, Disney messed up. Disney messed up.
Did anybody peep in the second episode that they rebrought back storming the government? The government. Hello, we gonna run that back. We gonna storm. What we doing? What are we doing? This is what X-Men is. What are we doing,
bro? If you have not seen X-Men 97, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I don't say this lightly. It is worth getting Disney Plus for.
Yeah.
It's worth getting Disney Plus for. So far, it's worth getting Disney Plus for.
You don't need no food. They got food there. It's X-Men. Don't HD it. Yep. Don't add these new X-Men characters.
Keep it original.
Don't just keep it original. Just keep it. It literally looked like he just finished watching the old cartoon and started right. Yeah,
it started right now. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what he did. I'm trying to tell you, that's exactly what he did. And now I'm really, like I said, I'm really questioning what he did, because I'm like, because I don't know if a lot of y'all know, when shows and movies come out, they go to test screening. Mm-hmm. I'm 100% sure everybody's like, damn, this shit is nice. Mm-hmm. So if y'all didn't miss the show last week, the guy that created X-Men 97, I can't remember his name, is like B DeMaio or something.
Yeah.
Actually, he didn't wrote a lot of stuff. They fired him. Mm-hmm. They let him go. And it kind of makes me wonder what's going on, because like we said, we're a couple episodes in, I'm like, damn, this is good. And I'm pretty sure he had already written the rest of the season. For sure. I don't know if he's written the second season. Don't know that.
I better hope he was just overseeing his team.
I hope.
Because if he was hands-on.
I hope that Disney hasn't made a mistake letting this man go. Because 97 is like, X-Men 97 is like that.
Those two episodes have trashed every MCU
everyone
show, except
everyone
for WandaVision and Low Key.
Absolutely.
But even Hawkeye and She-Hulk and Echo and all them, that maybe not so much Captain America Winter Soldier. Yeah, but these Jones right here, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
What a way to start off 2 episodes.
Yeah, what a way.
Show.
What a way. And you know what, y'all? I'm going to go ahead and say it. So far, we already got Best Movie of the Year and Best TV Show of the Year right now.
Yeah.
Dune, Part 2, Best Movie of the Year. X-Men 97, Best Show of the Year.
Yeah.
Right now.
Invincible creators, y'all better chill with them 6 months hiatuses.
I haven't even caught up on Invincible after whatchamacallit gets speed up. After
latest episode was good.
I need to watch it. I need to finish watching Invincible again. But yeah, get it together. Yeah. Disney, because I'm like, bro.
Yo, that joke. I was watching it and I'm waiting. I'm like, this is where I get pissed. I ain't get pissed not one time. I ain't get pissed not one time.
Yep.
I said, okay.
I'm truly pleased.
Well, I did get pissed, but it wasn't like I think it was bad piss, but they just had to take out Storm early, right? Too OG, too powerful for that, right? Not the sport. I ain't gonna get. They just had to take out Storm, right? They just had to do it.
And I'm feeling kind of shitty about that. I'm not gonna lie.
Two Omega level mutants can't coexist.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
It does happen in the comics, but come on.
Yeah,
and then she had the scene with Jean. You are like my sister.
And y'all see it back there. That's one picture of Storm, and there's another one. Storm is my favorite character. So, but next week,
yeah,
we're gonna be talking about the Hell one, the horror movie.
Night with the Devil. Yeah,
Godzilla.
We'll see that.
Godzilla and Kong, and whatever new stuff come out, your nerds are gonna be here to help you out. Oh, and that's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to start putting in the comments y'all favorite movie, okay? Because I want me and Jason to eat these alive. Because
Late Night with the Devil.
Late Night Devil. That comment about the 4 movies last week, that one was firing on all cylinders. About, what movie you would get rid of, okay? So we want to keep that going. So if y'all want us to do that, go to my Instagram page or go to the YouTube right here. Make sure you like and subscribe. Give us y'all favorite movie. We're going to let y'all know if y'all smoking crack or you're doing good. So, Jason, got any closing out for you?
Nah, we just going. We're just taking
I'm going to toss up my water because I'm fasting. So I'm going to toss up my water. But y'all be good. And remember, if you can't be good, you be good at it.